Hi Story Gang, I'm Dr. Kae from MYCAT. I see that you've got some questions for me. Let's dive in. I work for Tiger Conservation program called MYCAT. MYCAT protects wildlife and restores forests that are damaged by people. As general manager, I manage the program. But I see that you're interested in more of my role as a tiger biologist. So I will respond to all your questions as conservation biologist. Conservation biologists study the process of extinction and make recommendations to slow down the process of extinction. During the graduate studies, I studied big cats. So in Malaysia, I'm considered as a tiger biologist. It goes back to my childhood. I grew up in a suburb of Osaka, Japan, and my father loved outdoor. He was a fisherman, hunter, camper, hiker. So as growing up, he took me to these outdoor excursions, and I really loved being out there. I also loved animals. So if he was too busy to take me those places outdoor, I was in the zoo looking at animals. Or if in neither places, I would be at home drawing animals or reading about animals. So by 10 years old, I already knew what I wanted to do, which was not conservation biologist, because by that time I didn't know what conservation biology was, but I wanted to do something for animals in outdoor. Is it still the same? Yes, I don't get to do biology much these days, but I still do love being outdoor. Conservation biologist, you don't need, it's not that difficult, but I think you will still need at least a degree in biology, and you could spend years in the field studying your subject to become a biologist. I study animal ecology for degree program, and for my master's and PhD, I study wildlife ecology and conservation. This is an interesting question. As a tiger biologist, we have to cover a large area to collect enough data on several 10 to 15 tigers. Otherwise, the study doesn't make sense if it's just about 1 or 2 animals, right? So we have to cover a huge area. My first study, 3 years, covered about twice the size of Kuala Lumpur in Tamanegara. Not Kuala Lumpur was in Tamanegara, but my study was in Tamanegara, but the size was about twice the size of Kuala Lumpur, on foot or by river, on boat. So the effect on lifestyle, we get to be super fit. Once again, the best of being conservation biologist is, for me, being outdoor. That's the best. And what's difficult, let's see, challenges are, we experience challenges every day, and I don't know where to begin. Maybe the easiest one for you to kind of appreciate is probably the sheer physical challenge, because we have to just cover a huge area on foot with a heavy backpack, and so we would be backpacking 8 to 10 hours a day, and every day for weeks. Of course, there are breaks in between, months and then years. So my first research in Malaysia was 3 years, and 10 years later, my second research was also 3 years. So yeah, it's one of the challenges is a physical challenge, but some people do enjoy the physical challenge. I think I'm one of them. Okay, if you want to be a field conservation biologist, then you definitely it would help you enjoy being a field. So get yourself out there and see whether you like it. I mean, who wouldn't love being outdoor, but you never know. So try that, and if you're old enough, you become old enough to do some volunteer work or internship, do that. So then you get to know what it's like. For example, my first internship position with the U.S. National Park Service was in a beautiful national park, which I so love very much until to date, even though that was like 30 years ago. But my position was a naturalist, and I really didn't like that. so then, I was 21 or 22. I realized, okay, I love being in nature, outdoor, but I'm not going to be a naturalist. So try, take an internship, volunteer program, and try out the job that you think you want to do, and decide for yourself. And you can always change your mind. Okay, good luck.